Well, good evening, South Mississippi. Happy Friday, and we are heading into a busy weekend for those outdoor plans. Lots of parades going on. Valentine's Day tomorrow as well. So let's go ahead and see what's going on out there for the weekend. Of course, we've been keeping a very close eye on those rain chances. The great news is that it looks like all of our parades are going to be good to go. Most of that rainfall will be occurring early in the morning on Sunday outside of any of those parade times. So that's the great trend that we've been seeing over the past couple of days. But out there right now, it's a pretty clear night. So we do have some fog developing in some spots. Not expected to be as widespread as it was yesterday, but definitely, as we go through the overnight hours, some of us may still be dealing with that very dense fog, especially along the immediate coastline. So we're going to keep a close eye out for that. Let's head over to Gulfport's, the Hancock Whitney camera. Looking pretty great out there as well. Not much fog developing yet, which is great. Now, today, maybe not the entire coast. So we're going to keep a close eye on areas like the rivers and bays. Especially Lake Pontchartrain over in Louisiana. That could be a source of some really dense fog as we get into the early morning hours tomorrow. So if you do have plans to maybe head over to New Orleans for any Mardi Gras parades, just make sure you give yourself plenty of extra time to get there in the morning, especially as you're heading over several of those bridges across the lake. That's going to be where some of the densest fog is expected to be. But out there right now, 58 degrees at the Gulfport Airport, south winds at about 3 miles per hour. And we're going to start to see that wind pick up as we go into tomorrow morning. Saturday will be a very breezy and warm day out there. The only thing in the area right now, well, we've got a stationary front just to our south. As the system does start to approach from our west, that will start to lift to the north, so that could become a source for possibly some scattered showers, maybe a few storms as we go into the afternoon and evening tomorrow. But once again, it looks like the timing on that is going to be just perfect with little to no parade conflicts with that timing on the rain. Where's that system right now? Well, it's moving pretty quickly. Things are on the way out into portions of New Mexico and Texas. Let me go ahead and update that for you guys. That has moved quite a bit, you can see, and currently moving through some parts of New Mexico. A lot of the rain out ahead of the system, moving through parts of Texas and Oklahoma right now. The threat for severe weather with this is going to be low, but not zero, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at what that would look like as we go into Sunday morning. But real quick, once again, let's talk about the fog for a little bit. Dense fog advisory in place for the coastal counties and Pearl River County from now all the way through 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. We saw on the tower cams not much fog out there at the moment. However, we're going to keep a very close eye on the development of the fog over the sound and in some of the bays that may start to creep inland as we go through the early morning hours tomorrow. And here's what this looks like on our Futurecast 4 visibility, showing that very dense fog in the yellow color. Once again, we're starting the day or the night pretty clear, but it's especially once we get to about the 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning hour, that's when we could start to see that start to develop, creep a little bit further inland. That's why Pearl River County is included in that dense fog advisory. The immediate coast could see most of the fog, but you can also notice it's mainly over on the west side of the area. Over in Louisiana is where we're going to see some of the densest fog. Things do clear out pretty quickly by about 9:30 in the morning. That's when we start to see things clear up, and, well, it's going to be a pretty nice day after that. As far as temperatures go, overnight, most of us are going to stay in about those middle 50s. Winds fairly calm throughout the night, but we'll start to pick up as we head into tomorrow morning. Here's what those wind speeds look like, especially as we make our way into the afternoon. Winds will pick up out of the southeast around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Gusts may get up to around 25 to 30 miles per hour, especially as we head into early Sunday morning. And that point, the cold front starts to push through. Sunday could be a pretty breezy day as well. Looking at the potential for those winds to be out of the west around 15 to 20 miles per hour behind the cold front. As for the severe weather risk with this system, as the cold front moves on through, we will see the potential for some stronger storms. Now, this begins late Sunday or late Saturday night. A couple scattered showers and storms beginning in the evening. Some might be able to become strong or severe. The chance for that fairly low. It's mainly going to be Sunday morning when we do see the much higher chance of thunderstorms rolling through the area. many of these do have the potential to become strong or severe. So we're going to keep a close eye on this line. The risks mainly are going to be the damaging wind gust, especially with the line of thunderstorms, very similar to what we saw just a few weekends ago. Fast-moving cold front right along the front and right behind it. Some of those storms might be able to get enough energy to produce those much stronger wind gusts. Of course, we can't rule out the potential for a quick spin-up tornado, or maybe some of those slower moving storms producing that heavier rain could lead to localized flash flooding, but overall the severe weather risk is fairly low this time around. As for Saturday, here's what this looks like on Futurecast, kind of putting it all together so you can actually see it here. Mostly cloudy throughout the day, very breezy with winds out of the southeast. And then here's the evening hours where those little showers, maybe an isolated storm, do kind of start to pop up there going into Saturday night. Once we get into the overnight hours, this is about 2 a.m. on Sunday. Here comes that cold front, along with it some of those stronger storms, at least the potential for some of these to become strong. They very quickly move through South Mississippi. By the time we get into Sunday morning, this is about 5 o'clock in the morning, that front has moved completely through, taking most of the thunderstorm activity with it. By about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, we're right back to those clear conditions, a couple of passing clouds, breezy winds out of the west. As far as rainfall goes, not much rainfall expected with this system because of how quickly it will be moving through the area. Some spots are expecting about 1/4 of an inch to maybe up to 1 inch in some spots. That's once again depending on how slow some of the individual storms are moving along and ahead of the cold front. But as for the week, it looks very, very warm once we get onto the other side of this cold front. Especially as we go through Monday and Tuesday. Afternoon temperatures in the 70s, morning temperatures in the low 50s, very similar to what we've had out there the past couple of days. But then look at the rest of the week. We really warm on up as we head into the rest of the week. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, possibly Saturday as well. Going into the following weekend, looks like we do have the potential to be all the way up in those mid to upper 70s. So very, very warm, kind of a long-term warm-up here. We'll be keeping an eye out. Of course, it's still February. We want to keep an eye out for some more cold snaps later down the road, but the chance for that does seem pretty low based on this 10-day forecast here. We're going to continue to monitor. Of course, in much more longer-term forecasts, things become tricky, but as of right now, expect some warm weather across South Mississippi. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast, kind of recapping everything together. As we head into Valentine's Day, Saturday, things are going to be pretty nice out there, warm and breezy throughout the day, showers and storms becoming possible as we head into the evening hours. Then we get into Sunday, early Sunday morning. That's when those storms roll on through. A stormy start to your Sunday, but quickly drying out as we head into the afternoon hours. Things will be fantastic for those parade conditions. Monday, Tuesday looking great for parades as well, with those mostly sunny conditions out there. Then we head into the rest of the week, and we are in for some warm temperatures across South Mississippi.